In this Back to Basics section, we're going to be looking at alignment, breathing and centering. First, we're going to look at alignment. In particular, we're going to look at alignment in the relaxation position, which is a position we're going to be referring to throughout the workout. With the relaxation position, you want to rest your head on a firm, flat pillow or a folded towel. Now, if that feels uncomfortable, you don't have to use one at all. But the idea is the back of the neck stays long. So you don't want to have your chin lifted. Just lift your chin for a moment, Lorna. You don't want your chin too far forward, but neither do you want it too far back. The idea is that your face is parallel with the ceiling. You'll have a gentle curve in your neck. And then I want you to think about your shoulder blades opening wide onto the mat. And in particular, your collarbones here being soft and wide, your breastbone soft. Just place your hands onto your lower abdomen with the elbows open. You're going to find the back of your shoulder blades resting on the mat, and you're going to find the actual curve of the back of your waist, your lumbar spine. That probably won't be resting on the back if your spine's in a neutral position. Coming down now to the pelvis, which we want to be in neutral. These are your two most prominent bones of your pelvis, and you have the pubis symphysis here. When you're in neutral, they should be level and parallel if you're lying on your back with the ceiling. If you're in a standing position, they'd be parallel with the wall in front of you. Also, when you're lying in the relaxation position, you'll find the sacrum here at the base of your spine is flat on the mat. Have your knees hip width apart and get a real sense of the thigh bone sinking down into the hip socket. Your feet are on the floor, parallel with each other, again hip width apart. And think of 3 points on the base of the feet, base of the big toe, base of the small toe and the centre of the heel. They form 2 triangles. Keep the weight even on those 2 points. I'll just show you those points or those landmarks of alignment again on the skeleton. You have your back of your skull, that will be resting on the floor in the relaxation position. And when you've got your spine in a neutral position, you have a gentle hollow here at the back of the neck. And then your thoracic spine just rounds. And then this skeleton's lost a bit of his lumbar hollow, but there should be a gentle curve inwards here, coming out again for the sacrum, following down to the tailbone. These 2 bones here, they're your sit bones, your ischium. And then if I turn my friend around here, here are your hip joints, and during the video we're going to be talking a lot about flexing at the hip and also bringing the hip back here, the leg back here. And this is where the movement comes from, right deep in here. At the front here, here's your pubis symphysis. Here are the most prominent parts. They're actually called your anterior superior iliac spines. 2 front parts here, and it's those 2 parts that need to be level whether you're lying down or standing up when you're in a neutral pelvis position. Here's your wonderful rib cage here, which we're going to use in a moment with the breathing. We talk a lot with the exercises of softening the breastbone here. Your collarbones, just think of those nice and wide. And then, of course, you always need to lengthen through the top of your head. In Pilates, we use lateral thoracic breathing, which means breathing wide and full into the lower part of your rib cage here. And the idea is you keep your upper shoulder muscles, your muscles around your neck, relaxed. I'm just going to show you that now on Lorna. To practice lateral breathing, take a long scarf and cross it over in front of you, wrapping it around your rib cage at the back. You're going to hold it from underneath with the elbows open, keeping your shoulder blades down, and then put a little bit of pressure on it, not too much. And then you're going to breathe wide and full into the scarf, into your lower rib cage. And as you breathe out, allow your rib cage to close back down again. So a nice wide breath into the scarf, keeping the upper shoulders relaxed and your breastbone soft. Keep lengthening through the spine. You can feel as you breathe in that rib cage expanding. It's almost as you're breathing as though an umbrella's opening, and then as you breathe out, the umbrella closes. Don't breathe too deeply, just natural, normal breaths. You only want to do about 6 or 7 breaths, otherwise you might get a bit dizzy.